Come on, come on. Greetings and prepare for the amazing. What you will see is great racing. They got skills from front to back. These lobbies you see are stacked. Enjoy the racing at its best. Battles waged from first to last. The action is wall to wall. We will cover it all. Here we go. Yeah, 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 yeah. We're all here to be entertained. These drivers go hard and not restrained. Cheer for your favorite, you will not regret. The spectacle you watch, you will never forget. Come on, come on. Enjoy the racing at its best. Battles waged from first to last. The action is wall to wall. We will cover it all. Here we go. Enjoy the racing at its best. Battles waged from first to last. The action is wall to wall. Fast Ginger covers it all. Here we go.
And welcome to another live stream from Fast Ginger, Charleston, West Virginia, the headquarters of Fast Ginger's Blue Moose Studios, bringing you the multi-class series for Signal 13 Racing. We have GR3s, GR4s, and we are at Yas Marina, the new track, a relatively new track for Gran Turismo. Excuse me. And we will do qualifying for GR3s and GR4s, and then we have a 40-minute race. I believe tire wear is at 1, and the fuel consumption is kind of low too. Here, we'll take a look. So race for real, 40 minutes, 3 times speed, time, speed, variable. So it'll be a night race, but this is a lovely track for a night race. And here you go. You can see the tire wear rate at 1 and fuel consumption at 4. So possibility of just one fuel stop, and that should possibly do it. Tires should not be an issue. I don't think we have any mandatory tire usage. It would be in here somewhere. So there you go. All right, so here we are, and I'll show you the standings where we are. Oh, qualifying begins soon, so get that live stream up with the qualifying, then we can look at the standings for the series. And here we go, spectate. And we'll display all. There we go. Everybody's going through the tunnel here to get out. Get on Rotten Crowd here. As you pop out of the tunnel. And we'll get that off there. So here we are. So Rotten Crowd here. It's kind of jumbled up as far as the number of people. So we've got most of our drivers out here in their nicely liveried cars, showing up here under the lights in the desert beside the ocean. So we'll see here J Mac in his Ferrari, Jim Shady here in the Mercedes or AMG, and the Porsche with Rotten Crowd. Matt here also in the Porsche. SBR here in a Ferrari, I believe. Yep. Iceman in the Audi with Pokemon. Castro also in a Ferrari without the endurance lights. And Snafu with Porsche as well. Not sure why it is showing Don P up front, but once everybody puts in a lap, I'm sure it will go away. So J-Mac here is on his first flying lap. Here's what the track looks like. We're down here. He's going through the Abu Dhabi Hill area with some track penalty zones right through there, coming into the stadium corner, and then the very long seaside straight, which is kind of weird because it's really wide here and then it gets a little narrow at the end. Right about here is where it gets narrow. Heavy braking right as the curb begins into the Viceroy chicane because it's the Viceroy Hotel. And then a curving straight Marina Drive. And then down into Patience because you have to show some patience in this corner, getting through it. It's a very long, sweeping left-hander, and if you get on it too soon, you'll go a little wide there. Coming down into the Latifi's lobby, the famous Latifi crash right about here that determined the 2021 Formula One race and Max Verstappen's first championship. And into the last corner to go across the line. So he sets a 155. Jim Shady here in second. Matt jumps up to second, pushing Jim Shady into fourth. SBR jumps up to second. Iceman comes across in fifth. Castro coming across here. Where will he end up? Jumps up to third place. And then Snafu here coming into the last two turns. Oh no, here he's in Latifi's lobby. And here, oh, little nudge against the wall there. You can cut this pretty good, and you can swing out pretty wide there too without penalty. And he picks up 2 spots. Iceman has gone into the pits. And looks like we got Rotten Crowd here who has not put down a time yet. Going down Marina, or Seaside, as we called it. And down into the Viceroy chicane. That little hump will spin you around. Might not be too bad for these GR3s, but certain cars it'll definitely chuck up in the air and spin you around. Here we go in through Patience. And this little flat out through here, go wide, cut close, and then start brake here. Sharp corner, easy to go wide. Into the Latifi's lobby here. Into the wall of Champion. Sounds like the GR4s are on track. And Rotten Kraut will come across the line. And he's in 7th place. Snafu looks like he's going to finish up his lap here. See how he does. And no improvement. So we'll jump out here on... Let's see, 9th place should be... There we go. Forfan in 9th place, which is 1st place for the GR4s. And crossing the line here to start his 2nd flying lap, I assume here. Don P looks like Ray has jumped up to the lead here. There's Ray. Shredda's moved into 2nd. Don P in 3rd. Pushing Forfan down into 4th. Graybeard here in 5th. JDM Snob getting ready to post his time here. And across the line he goes. And he jumps up to 2nd spot. And Mass Plumber, the plumber, jumps up a spot. What a few Pokemon cars out there. Here's Ray. Finishing up his 2nd lap. Down into Viceroy here. Where's Forfan? He's dropped all the way down, so here he comes into Patience. He will be the first one to finish the 2nd lap. And down into Latifi's lobby. And the Champion Maker wall. And last 2 turns. And here we go, pit entrance and across the line. See if he can improve. No improvement there. Ray's gone in. JDM Snob looks like he's coming through this section. Where's Shredda? Shredda just... Oops, sorry. Took 3rd spot there. And JDM Snob getting ready to make his final lap here. Checkered flag. And no improvement there. Looks like the plumber here is about to finish his lap. And improvement on his own time, but no improvement in his starting position. So it looks like we've got our grid started here, or set up here. And we'll get underway soon. While we're doing that, we'll go ahead and do some of our sponsors.
When it's time to get rid of that painful friction, reach for the natural slick stuff you want and put some Hawk 2 lubrication on that thing.
If you want to stomp your competition into the ground, there's only one drink for you. Blue Moose Energy Drink! It'll give you hooves!
There you go. Hawk 2 Lubricate and Blue Moose Energy Drink. So let's go ahead and look at our standings. The GR3's Castro is in the points lead by 7 points ahead of J-Mac, then Matt SBR, Not Jim Shady, Iceman, Rotten Crap, Snafu, G Locked, Welsh Smurf, and then P Snow. Then we go over to our G4s. Ray is in the top position. Shredda second, Forfan third, JDM Snob fourth, and Don P fifth, Plumber sixth, Graybeard seventh, and Ricky B in 8th place. So those are the standings. As you can see there on the GR3, pretty close there. So it's anybody's game at this point. So here is the starting grid. J-Mac is starting on pole, SBR second place, Jim Shady third, Matt fourth, Castro fifth, Snafu sixth, Rotten Crowd in seventh, and Iceman rounding out the GR3s. And then the GR4s, we've got Ray, JDM, Shredda, Don P, Forfan, Plumber, and Graybeard. So we are set here for 40 minutes of racing action. So we are done with qualifying and getting ready for the race to start here. Good luck, have fun, says Iceman. Says Fast Ginger, good luck, have fun. So far, it looks like the GR4 class has been really close racing. And then strategy has been in play for the GR3s. It should be a good race here. We'll look at the track again here. Turn 1, not really a good passing zone. 2, 3, 4, you kind of have to get through those. Maybe down in the stadium, a try for a pass. But your best bet is at the end of Seaside down into Viceroy. And then if you screw up the chicane there, Marina Drive gives you an opportunity to slipstream through and get it into Patience. Patience, if you run wide, can give you an opportunity to get in there as well. The turn 12 there, kind of, somebody might run wide or mess up. So it's not really a passing zone, but a zone to get through on if somebody makes a mistake. Same with Latifi's Lobby. You might hit the wall going out. The champion maker wall. 15's pretty fast. 16's, between 15 and 16, not too much space there. So not really a passing zone there either. But that's it. You got a few opportunities to pass. I think over the years they've fixed the track to where it is more competitive for passing. So we're just waiting for this race to start. J-Mac is asking if everyone is ready. I, the host and commentator, am ready. There. Let them know that I am ready as well. And Shredda is so do we do a standing start, I believe it is. Yeah, we do a standing start. So everyone should start on the straightaway. So here we go, getting ready to start this race. Get my pointer ready here to go into spectate mode. Spectate. Options. Display all. And we are ready, so we will get a different view here. There we go. We'll go this route. See what happens. Oh, Jim Shady getting a heck of a run there into turn one. Watch behind, see if anything squirrely happens. Looks like everybody's through. Looking at the GR4s. Ray Barago, the leader in GR4, is able to hold it off. JDM Snob looks like he's going on the outside of John P. Looks like they've caught up with the... Oh no, that was Shredda, so... Oh, we got a little battle for the lead here. Jim Shady on the outside, J-Mac on the inside. Jim Shady's got the position going into Viceroy chicane, and he keeps it going straight there in the... Here we come with our... It's like everybody's right here. Everybody's tightened together. Let me get this keyboard close at hand here. There we go. So let's get back up to the front. Jim Shady is being challenged. Going defensive into the turns up here. Going into Latifi. J-Mac. Oh, Jim Shady's got a half-second penalty. J-Mac on the inside. SBR on the out. As they come out of Latifi. Heading back to the front straight. Good little battle going on here. Castro kind of looking on the inside. Jim Shady still in the lead there. Second, J-Mac, SBR, Matt, Castro, Rottenkraut 6th, Iceman 7th, Snafu 8th. Then we've got Ray here in 9th. He's getting a little lead here on Shredda. And then JDM Snob, Forfan, and Don P are having a battle here for position. Rumble of that Aston Martin V8. The Renault from behind. Is he going to go defensive here into stadium? He does not. Don P pushes his nose on the inside, but Forfan gets a better drive off the corner. Don P follows in behind. And the plumber is right there too, so is anybody going to make a move going into the chicane? It does not look like it. Let's see what's going on. J-Mac has got the lead. Can we see if there was a... Here we go. Oh, okay. Not Jim Shady had the penalty, moves out of the way, giving J-Mac the position. So J-Mac is in the lead ahead of not Jim Shady. He lost one position, but that's it. SBR. Oh, he caught that. He almost lost it. Looks like we've lost Graybeard. So SBR was getting all bent out of shape in front of Matt. Castro here, 6th. Rottenkraut. Iceman here in 7th. Snafu in 8th. All right, get up here to Ray. Got a pretty good lead here, but almost 3 seconds, just a couple laps into it. JDM Snob getting in the back close to Shredder. Orphan going way wide. Is that going to be a penalty? So far, no. Don P there. Plumber sticking close. Got the grunt of that V8 in that Aston Martin, fueled by the flames of what is that Pokemon? Charizard. All right, J-Mac, the All-American Wonder here in first place. And we've got Puma Pete here, Jim Shady, and the Puma AMG. We got Evil Knievel here. That's what it reminds me of anyway. And then we got Matt here in 4th place. What is his... Oh, he's got the Disney Princess. Castro here in the olive green Ferrari. Rottenkraut in the chameleon paint. Snafu in his Porsche. And Iceman. Do I know this Pokemon? I don't believe so. If anybody out there is watching knows what Pokemon this is, it appears to be a water type. Alright, so look like we got a battle here for 10th and 11th. Ooh, Shredder. JDM Snob making a move on Shredder, getting into 2nd place for GR4. It looks like he made it happen. 4Fan, is he going to take advantage of it too? Shredder fighting back. Can he make it stick? Him and 4Fan going side by side. Don P's getting into the action too. Should be interesting getting into Stadium here. I think JDM has this, but those positions behind him, those are the ones that are up for grabs. 4Fan taking it tight. Shredder getting the run off. Is he going to slipstream past? Oh, Don P is making a move. Is he close enough? I don't believe he is. Oh, there's Shredder right there. He's trying. His brakes glowing on that Porsche through Viceroy. There we go. The Psyduck, I believe it is. As they go into Patience, Shredder backed off. Ooh, listen to those tires. Shredder coming underneath. That Renault got some power. Shredder coming right back at him. That front end really struggling for grip. Shredder got a good run on him. Takes the inside line. Don P going to fight back. Oh, he goes way wide. And stays wide. Shredder gets a little bit out of sorts there. Let's see what's going on up the front here. It's a good battle, though, between Don P and Shredder. J-Mac, 3-second lead over Jim Shady, who's got a second on SBR, who's 2 seconds ahead of Castro, and a second and a half ahead of Rotten Kraut. Rotten Kraut is being followed by Snafu, and Snafu is being pursued by Iceman. See if that Audi can do something here. Heading down towards the yacht club and into Latifi lobby. Iceman's not close enough. So let's get back here. Ray is just flying out ahead of these. And oh no, he completely lost the back end of that car, but he's got 7 seconds on JDM, so now he's got 5 seconds, 5.5 seconds. 4.5. He definitely did a number to him, but still a significant lead on him there. Warfan is all over JDM Snob's tail end as they get through Latifi down into the Champions Wall. And going across for starting lap 6. Don P there and Shredder fighting it out. Shredder's got it going into turn 1. Can he keep it? Don P follows in behind, but cuts it in close. Is he going to be able to get a better exit? Shredder blocks that way. And they both hug the inside of that one. Swing wide onto here. Can Don P make the attempt going into the stadium corner? No, looks like he's giving him a little flash of the lights going down Marina here. Does he have the slipstream a little bit to make a try down into stadium? We break right about here where the curb starts. He definitely went deep going into Viceroy chicanes here. Fighting to control that Renault through those sausage curbs. Going in tight, making the track as short as he can. Shredder on the outside, coming into Patience. He had the better entrance to that corner. Those tires screaming for grip. Brakes a little early so he doesn't get into the back. Shredder here through Latifi's lobby into the champion maker wall. Swing wide to get through these. Swing wide here. Then you can cut the crap out of this one. And you can also swing pretty wide through there too. Don P's got to run. Shredder's covering the inside, but that leaves you vulnerable to a bad exit and a better exit for Don P. But it's close to these corners, so kind of negates any speed advantage you have coming out of that corner. Shredder going defensive into Stadium. Don P doing the late exit or late entrance to the corner, and he made the curve, but he has a half-second penalty, so he's going to lose that unless he can jump out ahead of Shredder. Getting ready to serve his penalty here. That sausage curb got him out a lot of sorts there. The first one, then he straddled the second one, so not too bad. Here he goes. He's serving his penalty. Is Shredder going to be able to make it? Yep, makes it with ease. Don P going to fight back. Have a feeling these two will be battling it out for a while. Let's get up here. Ray, as his lead has dwindled down to 2.4 seconds between him and JD Snob. JDM Snob and Forfan are right here together. Maybe they've been working together to get towards the front, which would be a good idea to do that. Let's lead up here to the front. J-Mac still in the lead by almost 6 seconds over Jim Shady. Looks like I just saw a pass here. Snafu and SBR getting a little action here. Here's Snafu, SBR, and he gets around him on pace. So Snafu here in third place, closing in on Castro. And J-Mac is just in another league of his own there today. So we got Castro keeping an eye on his rearview mirror as Snafu is pushing his way forward. He's gotten around SBR 22. And then Rottenkraut's kind of got them all in his sights, but he too is looking rearwards at Iceman. And getting a little sideways there. Is he going to get through? Is he going to try to make a pass? Not this time. All right, Matt back here in 7th. Did we... Oh, Jim Shady. We lost Jim Shady. Hello, Denise and Durden. So we've lost one of our top competitors there in the GR3. So we've lost a GR3 driver, not Jim Shady and Graybeard. So that moves our GR4 up to 8th is our first place driver. JDM Snob is in 3rd. Forfan 4th. Yep. Don P in 5th. Shredder 6th. Plumber 7th. So we'll run down the standings here. J-Mac comfortably in the lead by almost 12 seconds over Castro, who is uncomfortably in 2nd place being followed by Snafu. And then we've got SBR here in 4th place, Rotten Kraut 5th place, Iceman 6th, so pretty tight there through 2nd through 6th. And then Matt, not sure what happened to Matt here, but he's back in 7th place. Then we've got the 8th place, which is 1st place of the GR4s, JDM Snob in 2nd, Orfan 3rd. And then we've got Don P in 1, 2, 3. So he's in 3rd, 4th, Shredda, and Plumma in 5th. So Shredda and Don P still having a Donnybrook here amongst themselves. Can he get it done? As we go into the front here, we go into start finish straight. Can he get it? He's pushing. Don P covering that inside. Shredda looking on the inside. Can he get a good exit? Or is he going to try it down into the Viceroy chicane? Here he comes. Looks like he might make an attempt. Nope. Too far back. That Renault has some legs on it from the looks of it. Oh, here we go. Down Marina. Can he get a tow going into the stadium corner? Or no, that's not stadium. That would be the Viceroy chicane. Good entrance. Can he get a good exit? Looks like he got a good exit.
Oh my.
There you go. Oh my, right. Is he going to make... Oh, we've got our leader getting ready to go through the front of our GR4 pack. And we know last time that there were some sketchy moments with the traffic and the GR4s and the GR3s. Can he get through? No, he backs out. He's got a good lead, so I don't think he's going to really push it. Is he going into the pits?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yeah, so he's found the pits. And oh, I didn't realize he is way down on fuel. So is Castro, and so is Snafu and Iceman as well. Oh no!
You done messed up, Aaron!
So yeah, Rotten Kraut had a little mistake there going into the pits. So that will bring, see, Matt into Porsche is taking over the lead. And he is starting to work his way through the GR4 traffic. J-Mac has made it back out. Castro's made it back out. SBR's made it back out. Snafu's coming through. So it looks like everybody... Okay, Ray. So the GR4's got plenty of fuel. They've got a couple more laps before they're going to have to make an attempt. Shredda's got a lot of fuel, so he may end up working his way back to the front with that. So that could be interesting there. So Matt's still in the lead, but he has very little fuel left as he comes through the stadium corner. Or no, that was Patience. And he's coming through here to the yacht parking and into Latifi. And we should see him peel off into the pits here after the champions wall there. And here he comes. Is he? Yes, he comes in. Safely navigates that corner and will relinquish the lead to J-Mac, who is coming around the pit entrance now, so he will take over the lead. And Matt will fall back. So let's see what's going back here on the GR4 route. Ray's still got fuel for a couple laps. JDM snobs in the same boat. Orphan, same boat. Don P's a little worse. Shredda's got a ton of fuel, so Shredda will go probably an extra lap or two. And he really cut that corner.
Oh my.
Yeah, oh my is right. No penalty, though. Shredda is all over the back of Don P. Oh, he's got... No, I thought he had the position there. I thought he may have been able to make a move there. Coming up here to Latifi, 15 minutes left in the race. It's been pretty exciting so far. Well, not for J-Mac, and see Castro here in second place. SBR in third, but he is being snafu there. Moves up into third. And looks like he's got him cut off. Looks like he's got the corner. SBR is not backing away. Here he goes on the inside of turn one. And he's made that pass.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Exactly. Where'd you find that? Got around him and has put a little distance between the two of them. So good little fight here for the third position, the last step of the podium. Snafu, I don't think he's done yet. Iceman's following back there. Matt slinging around back here in sixth place, and Rotten Kraut, that mistake he made into the pits has definitely been a problem here. Could have been compounded and made by a 3-second penalty. So not sure about that. JDM Snob here is in first place for some reason. And Forfan here is in second. Shredda. And then there's Ray. I think Ray went in for a pit stop. So yeah, that's what's happened. Ray has pitted. Forfan is in the pits now. And he's in there with JDM Snob. So I think they're covering over that pit. But Shredda, he'll probably keep it up for a couple of laps here. And that'll be a few laps of fuel that he will not need to put into the car. So a little strategery going on here. It might work for him. So he's taking the lead of the GR4 class, with Ray 4 seconds back. And here comes J-Mac, get ready to put a lap down over the leaders of the GR4 ranks. So there's J-Mac, and then Castro, and there goes SBR around Forfan, and then Snafu a little further back. Forfan gets out of the way so that Snafu can get around. Now you can sniff that exhaust and maybe get a little bit of a draft off the back of that Porsche. Help him down that little straight stretch here through Seaside. So J-Mac here in first. Retta is your leader of GR4. Right behind him, Castro, SBR, a little squirrely there. Snafu, Iceman, getting around Forfan. There's Matt, and then Rotten Kraut. You can see our... Okay, so here's our Shredda, our leader in GR4. Stays out for another lap. Still in the white as far as fuel goes. Castro going around. There's Ray, so there's no way Shredda can keep the lead over top of Ray if he goes in for fuel, which he will have to do because we have 10 minutes left of the race, and I don't think that little splash of fuel left in his tank will be enough to get him to the end. So we'll jump back up here. J-Mac, it's got him a substantial lead over Castro. 2.5 seconds over SBR. SBR's got 2 seconds on Snafu. Snafu's got 3 seconds on Iceman, who's 9 seconds ahead of Matt, who is 7 seconds ahead of Rotten Kraut. And that brings us back to Shredda, who is 1.5 seconds ahead of Ray. Snafu trying to get around the GR4 of Shredda. Should have no problem of it here in the Marina corner here, or Marina Straight, or Seaside, I think it is. Did I name that Seaside? You know all these. That's Marina. Okay. These are all made up names, by the way, because they're just numbers at this point. Shredda finally starting to flash red for his fuel consumption. Iceman gets around Shredda. So now the person right behind Shredda is the car fighting for the position. So it looks like the GR3s have pretty much gotten through the GR4 traffic. So there's your first, second, and third place cars in GR4. Shredda peeling off to come into the pits. So he will hand over the lead to Ray. So there goes Ray. There goes JDM Snob. And then Forfan is coming around as well. Forfan will maybe try to tuck in there and get a little bit of draft off of I think it's Matt in the GR3s. Up through the hill here, Abu Dhabi Hill. See if there's any other battles going on. Really, it kind of looks like the first and second place could be a bit of a battle. The only one on track for now. So we got Ray in the lead, followed by JDM Snob. So we go into Viceroy Chicane. And then this is Marina because that's where the marina is. Off there to the left. Matt is the GR3 getting through. Ray trying to sniff a little slipstream off of Matt. JDM is following Ray. Waiting for a mistake. So let's see what we've got. We got Shredder finally. He's back on the road here. It's a 4-fan. He's following Rottenkraut, who is in the GR3 class. So 4-fan's kind of by himself as well. So Ray is your leader. And JDM Snob is in second place. So they're getting a little spread out there. 4-fan in third. Shredder fourth. Don P fifth. And Plumber here in fifth. We'll go up here. J-Mac in first. Looks like we got a battle here going for second. And SBR's got it so far. Can he keep it? Castro getting a little better line through there. Oh, a little hump there.
Oh my.
Yes, oh my. Getting a little squirrely off that sausage curb, but no problem. Got it back under control. SBR moves up into second place over Castro. And then Snafu is a good 4.5 seconds back. And the Iceman is a good ways back from there, leading into Matt on his own, and Rottenkraut is even on his owner there. Going around the GR4s, but that's the lead for the GR4 pack. So Ray has been able to stretch it out a little bit on JDM Snob. We did see him make a mistake earlier in the race, so it is a possibility. And it was right through here, I believe it was, that he lost the back end of that car. So JDM Snob going to try to keep the pressure on by staying within a couple of seconds. And so Shredder here, 12 seconds back behind 4-fan, who is pretty much on his own little island here. Back in third place. So J-Max still in the lead there. SBR got himself a half-second penalty. Got himself a 2-second lead over Castro. So when he does serve that penalty, it shouldn't really affect his position. Castro tiptoeing through that Viceroy chicane. Those sausage curves definitely do a number on you. So SBR has served his penalty, and now we go through patience. Just patiently waiting to squeeze on the fuel, and then it's hit brake. The car definitely complaining to find grip. A little dab of brake there to get through. Latifi lobby. But he is through. Iceman here on his own. Matt on his own. Rottenkraut on his own. And here comes Ray, who is 2 seconds ahead of JDM, who is 6 seconds ahead of 4-fan, who is 13 seconds ahead of Shredder. And then next in line is Don P, and then Plumber back from that. So we're just getting through here the last 2 minutes. of the race, J-Mac will more than likely need to make one more lap. So SBR here in second place. So we got J-Mac in first. SBR getting around the GR4 car. Castro. Looks like Snafu is closing in on Castro. Castro's tires look a little tired. I think, oh yeah, Snafu's tires are way better. I think here he goes. Castro going around. Oh, Snafu making a move.
Oh my.
Can he get it done? Nice. Still going after it. Can he make it happen down here with the brakes? Might be able to do a little better braking. He's got one more lap to make the pass. We'll stay right here with these two. And Castro, he gets around. I think it's a matter of... oh, he goes a little wide. I was afraid he was going to hit that wall. But maybe Snafu did not... Or maybe Castro didn't take tires when he went in for the pit for... just trying to get track position. And with that...
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yep, wrong. So J-Mac in first. SBR second. Snafu in up to third place. Castro in fourth. And then Iceman here in fifth place. Matt in sixth. Rotten Crowd here in seventh. Ray is getting passed by JDM Snob. I think he's... Oh, here we are. This is going to be for the win here. Let's stay on board here because this is no time left. JDM Snob is in the lead for now. Ray, I think he is missing some... Didn't take on enough fuel.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
So JDM Snob here in first place. Let's see, here we go. J-Mac taking the checkered flag. And a win for J-Mac. SBR in second place. And then Snafu here in third. Going way wide. Castro is able to take on fourth place. Iceman will come across here in fifth. And then Matt here in sixth. Rotten Crowd here in seventh. We'll follow him as he goes across the line in seventh place to finish the series. And here's JDM Snob in the lead. Ray is sniffing fumes here on that gas tank. JDM one more turn and he will take the win here at Yas Marina. So there we are. Ray will take second place for Fan. Able to take third and Shredda fourth. So we're sorry I missed those. So yeah, let's we can look at the standings here. So if I do my math right, J-Mac needs Castro in P3 or lower. So let me, I'm not sure how it works, so we will So where was it? So J-Mac won and Castro got 4th. So if you're right, it's a good chance that J-Mac jumped up and took the series victory there. So it could be a congratulations to J-Mac on the win here and the series champion. And then Castro in 2nd place for the standings here. Matt didn't have a very good race this time, so it's a chance that SBR may have moved ahead of him, and Jim Shady unfortunately had a DNF, so Iceman may have taken that position. So going to be a jumble here in GR3s, and I think the GR4 probably will stay pretty much the same. So pretty interesting, pretty good race. A lot of good battles there, back and forth. And some fuel issues may have determined the GR4 finishing. So that was pretty good. So we will have to check out you'll have to wait and see what happens for the championship. If you're in the Discord, you can check it out there. But I believe that is it for this race and for the multi-class series. And I'm not sure what is on deck next for Signal 13 Racing, but probably see it here on Fast Ginger's channel. But I believe that is it for this evening. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and we'll see you again on the track later on. Thanks for watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to end the show. The stream is over, I got to go. Now is not the time to be sad. I'll be back, there's more streaming to be had. Fast Ginger will bring the best with an entertainment fest where friends are made and good times never fade. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you like, you can even get notified.